What's up guys, Mac here from the N Factor, and today we are going to be talking science, modern warfare science to be exact. And before we get into that, I want to first say this is not my primary channel. This video is only being posted here because it has copyrighted material. So if you are a fan, if you enjoy this video, if you want to participate in this video, please message me or subscribe to youtube.com/thenfactor. I will put a link in the annotations as well as the description. I will also put in the description the weapons that I would need gameplay from and the kill streaks that I would need gameplay from, so you can actually get yourself on this series. And yeah, without further ado, let's get this thing started, man. Modern warfare science. What exactly is modern warfare science? Well, one of the primary reasons I fell in love with Call of Duty is because the weapons and the kill streaks, for the most part, they are 100% real. They are used in militaries across the country, across the world. And I have a fascination with weapons, and I'm sure most of you do, as well as aircraft. A lot of military gadgets and gadgets I find very fascinating, and so I wanted to delve in further and hear the expert opinions as to why these weapons were made, how they function, their specifications, and what exactly are they used for. And of course, we want to see them in action, in real life action. So that is exactly what this series is going to be about. We're going to listen to the creators and the developers and the engineers who manufacture these weapons, who come up with the ideas for these weapons, and we're going to see them in action. We're going to see some stuff blow up, especially in this episode. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about the MOAB, or as you know it, the mother of all bombs, which actually is an acronym for Massive Ordnance Air Blast Bomb. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up and let's get this program started, ladies and gentlemen.
Our countdown of ultimate weapons of shock and awe continues with our number 8, a weapon whose name says it all. You're about to witness the mother of all bombs. At least, that's what the Massive Ordnance Air Blast Bomb, or MOAB, has been unofficially christened by its creators.
Well, it's tremendously powerful.
This particular weapon is the largest conventional weapon ever built in the sense of the amount of explosive being carried.
As the largest ever satellite-guided air-delivered weapon in history, the MOAB is big on firepower. This 30-foot monster weighs more than 21,000 pounds and carries close to 10 tons of H6 explosive.
When they were testing it, people actually thought they were testing small-scale nuclear devices.
Pound for pound, this is less efficient than multiple smaller detonations. But the sheer destructive force of one huge blast, plus the psychological effect of the nuclear-style mushroom cloud, is undeniable.
Good job. Drop one of these and you can take out a large amount of a target in one big explosion, one big boom. And that's what it does, and does very, very well.
The psychological impact of the MOAB evolved directly from its 15,000-pound predecessor, the Blue 82. Used extensively in Vietnam, it was nicknamed the Daisy Cutter.
The Daisy Cutter's primary mission was obstacle clearing in the jungles of Vietnam. For quick helipad areas, the Air Force would drop the Daisy Cutter, clear out the jungle area, helicopters could come in. And certainly a real weapon for anyone close by when it was dropped. But after that time, the Daisy Cutter evolved into more of a psychological weapon.
The MOAB was first tested in full operational mode at Eglin Air Force Base on the 11th of March 2003, just 9 months after development began.
It comes right out of the back of a C-130, like what you see here. Basically, the ramp drops, there's a platform inside, which is a standard type of a platform. The parachute drops out the back, pulls the platform and the bomb right out the back. The bomb separates from the platform and then falls on its way.
Unlike the Daisy Cutter, the MOAB has a guidance system. During its flight of up to 3 nautical miles, GPS and internal gyroscopes guide the bomb toward the target, where it explodes just before impact.
When the fuses hit the ground, the main charge here will go off before it actually impacts the ground.
This airburst detonation vastly increases the weapon's destructive range.
What we're doing is we're maximizing the blast, the shock wave, if you will. What we're not doing is just throwing a lot of debris necessarily up out of the ground.
What happens is that an intense fireball is formed. And that's the first effect that you see in the blast, a tremendous fireball. That's followed by a pressure wave.
Certainly if they're in close proximity, the pressure wave is enough to be lethal. If they're further away, it may be hearing loss, it may be some other internal organ damage.
Despite its massive blast, though, it's the MOAB's power as an instrument of psychological warfare that has made it front-page news.
It's changed the face of battle from the perspective that you don't necessarily have to go in and do precision munitions on a lot of these different areas. You can have these psychological effects.
Good job.
Although the MOAB is difficult to transport and may not have a huge range, it scores top marks for firepower and fear factor.